Hello, everybody. Yeah, it's good to be here with you and to be able to share another Open the Book story. So, as again, we're here from all of the different teams of Open the Book in this area. And we're going to share a story with you today. So, in this story, there are some different things for you to join in with. So, in the story, there's lots of times where it says that everybody did something. So when we say that, can you be everybody? Can you be the crowd in this story? So if we say everybody cheered, can you all cheer? Let's have a go. Everybody cheered.
Hey.
Or if we say everybody shouted something, can you shout what I say? So have a go. So if we say everybody shouted, come and eat at my house.
Come and eat at my house.
Come and eat at my house.
Right. And what about some moaning and groaning? Can you do that? Everybody moaned and groaned.
Yeah.
Well, obviously we can't see or hear you, but I'm sure you're doing fantastic. So I'm sure you'll be great during the story as well. Now there's also, you might like to have a go at doing some actions during the story. And think about what the people in the story might have thought or felt, or do some of the things that it says that they did. So you can maybe have a go at pretending to run when they ran, or think about feeling happy or excited, or confused or shocked. So listen to the story and think about the feelings, and maybe think about making some faces to reflect those feelings. So here's our story for today. It's called Jesus and the Taxman. So do you know what taxes are? It's not taxes with an I, like you drive, but taxes with an E. And taxes are money that grown-ups have to give to the government to pay for things like roads and hospitals and schools. It was the same in the time of Jesus, except that the people who collected the money, the tax collectors, always took a bit extra for themselves. So just imagine if you went to pay your taxes and the tax collector said, "Oh, that's £2.50 for your taxes. And then I want another 50p extra to help pay for my new big car." You wouldn't like that one bit. Now today we have a story about a taxman who nobody liked. But he made a surprising choice, which changed his life forever. So let's open the book and read the story, Jesus and the Taxman.
Jesus is coming.
Someone shouted.
Jesus is coming to Jericho.
And everybody ran to meet him. Well, almost everybody, for there was one man, one wee little man, who did not run to meet Jesus, and his name was Zacchaeus. It's not that Zacchaeus didn't want to see Jesus. He did. He really did. But not only was Zacchaeus short, he was also afraid of the crowd. Not many people liked him, you see. Partly because he was a tax collector, but mostly because he collected more taxes than he was supposed to and kept what was left for himself.
Jesus is here. Jesus is here in Jericho.
Someone shouted, and as Jesus walked through the city gates, everybody cheered.
Hey!
Hey.
Well, almost everybody, for Zacchaeus did not feel like cheering at all. He wanted to see Jesus, he really did. But how could he walk out there in front of all those people he cheated? And what would they do if they got hold of him? Then Zacchaeus had an idea. There were trees by the city gates, tall, leafy trees. If he could sneak behind the crowd and climb one of those trees, he could see Jesus and not be seen himself. So off he went, out of his house and through the empty streets. And because the crowd was watching Jesus, he had no trouble at all slipping behind them and shinning up a tree.
Come and eat at my house. Come and eat at my house, Jesus.
Someone shouted. And because it was a great honour to host someone as important as Jesus, everybody also shouted, "Come and eat at my house."
Come and eat
eat
at
at
my
my
house.
house.
Come and eat.
Come.
Come to my house.
Come.
Yeah.
Well, almost everybody. For there was one man, one wee little man, who kept his mouth shut and tried hard not to rustle the branches. Then Jesus said,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. But I've already decided where I'll eat my dinner tonight.
Then Jesus looked straight at the trees and called,
Zacchaeus, Zacchaeus, come down. I'm eating at your house today.
Someone shouted,
Zacchaeus? Jesus is eating with Zacchaeus? He's the worst man in town. There must be some mistake.
and everybody moaned and groaned.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Well, almost everybody. One man, one wee little man, climbed down from the tree, as shocked as the rest. Why would someone as good as Jesus want to eat with someone bad like him? But he was happy too, happier than he'd been for a long, long time. And so, with a smile spreading across his face, Zacchaeus led Jesus to his house.
What are they saying?
Someone whispered.
What are they doing in there?
Someone else said. And everybody gathered around the taxman's door. That's when Zacchaeus threw open his door with a bang.
Greetings, everyone.
He shouted.
I have an announcement to make. I've been talking with my new friend, Jesus, and realised that there are a few things I need to change. I've cheated some of you. I admit that. And I want you to know that I'm sorry. So sorry, in fact, that I will pay you back 4 times the money that I stole from you. What's more, I intend to sell half of what I own and give the money to the poor.
The crowd was shocked. Never in their whole lives had they seen anyone change like that. They stood there with their mouths wide open, and nobody said a thing. Well, almost nobody. Jesus said to the crowd,
Don't you see? God has sent me to share his love with everybody, even those who have done some very bad things. That's what I have done. And now Zacchaeus loves God too.
That's when the crowd began to cheer. Jesus and Zacchaeus and the whole town of Jericho, everybody cheered.
Yay!
As soon as Zacchaeus realised that God loved him, even though he'd done wrong things, he knew he had to change the way he lived and put things right with his neighbours. Close your eyes and think about whether there are things that you do that hurt others. Can you be like Zacchaeus and change the way you live? Now I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want to make it your prayer, say Amen at the end after me. Dear God, if there is anything in our lives that needs to change, please help us so we choose what is good, choose what is right, choose what is true. Amen.
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 It's been really good to share with you all again. I hope you enjoyed the story of Zacchaeus, and we look forward to being able to share with you all again very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.